everyone, I'm Anita of My Jick and I podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a marvelous day. And if you're seeing the show for the very first time and you like the show, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so when an episode comes on, you'll be the first to know. Well, this morning or today, I wanted to really talk about Clever Blend with Hannah Mendoza and Nabia Saeed as the winner of the NAACP Archwell Digital Civil Rights Awards. And awards, I said? Award, yes. So unfortunately, I'll bring that to you another time. And I will talk about it a little, but I got up this morning and I'm really upset about how Prince Charles, Chucky, has decided to evict Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage. And I just think it was just so cruel. How could a father do such a cruel thing? It's okay if Harry and Meghan were ordinary citizens, but here you have Harry, born a prince, served 2 terms in Afghanistan, and Charles knows that Frogmore Cottage, which is on Windsor Estate, is the only place in England left that Harry can go to where there is 24-hour security for him, where he and his family can be safe. Given that the Met Police and the United Kingdom has removed Harry's security from him, Charles knows that, and he couldn't afford his child and his child's 2 children and wife a peace of mind when they come to England. That says a lot about this man. That's why I have refused to acknowledge Chucky Charles as king, because I don't think that this man is kingly at all. He is absolutely not. The funny thing about it is that, or not, that is not even funny. I used the wrong word. The scary thing about it is that here Charles is taken from Harry, who has done so much for the people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, taking a place that Archie knows as a child and giving it to an alleged pedophile, Andrew, to stay in. I wonder what the British people have to say, because I know they had a lot to say about Harry and Meghan when they got Frogmore Cottage, although they end up repairing all the money that was spent to repair that place, that broken down, dilapidated cottage that they put together and make into a home, and all of a sudden now it's going to a alleged pedophile. It is sickening. And the word is that Harry and Meghan is not that they just have the place vacant with nothing in it. They have their whole life there. It's in the article that I read, they have their drawers, their closet filled with things, so that when in the event that they come to England, that the home does not feel like somewhere that they're not used to, where everything is there, everything is accessible. And here cruel Charles is taking that and putting his child Harry and Harry's family life in danger. Where are they going to stay when they come in England, knowing that the Met Police has taken away the security that Harry was, that Harry deserved, that Harry should have? It is incredible. And I cannot believe that Charles is paying for Andrew's security at a whopping $3 million a year. Why would you be paying for somebody like this security after that atrocious action that he has, that he has done, the harm that he has caused? Why? I don't understand it, But he couldn't pay for Harry to take care of his security, knowing that Harry, people have spoken out on the harm that they wanted to do to Harry in the United Kingdom. All those extremist group that has been going after Harry for the longest time and putting up all those threats. They even wanted to put down Archie, put down Harry for marrying a woman of color. And you are displacing that family and putting up Andrew and offering it to Andrew. And at some point, I'll tell you how dirty that family is, that British royal family. At some point, even William Baldy will not had eyes on Frogmore Cottage after Harry and Meghan take what was nothing and made it into a home. And when the British media and the British public had so much to say about Frogmore Cottage, now William was looking at it, but what they said that it was going to look bad for him, so he opted out and decided on Adelaide Cottage instead. And now the nerve of Charles offering it, displacing Harry and Meghan and Archie and Lily, and offering it to Andrew. Now, the craziest thing that the British press does not realize is here is Andrew in England sitting in a $30 million, 30 million pounds, not even dollars, because pounds is more. 30 million pound home in the United Kingdom doing nothing, stripped of all his patronages, doing absolutely nothing for the people of the United Kingdom. And he has the privilege to be in a 30-bedroom home in the United Kingdom, living the life and returning absolutely nothing. Tell me if there isn't something wrong about the royal family. There is absolutely something wrong about the royal family. And if people are not seeing it, then they must be blind, or I don't know what spell that British royal family has over these people. And I could never have fallen under that spell, because the thing about it is that you look at William, you look at Charles, and you can clearly see they're freeloaders. You can clearly see that they are using the British taxpayers' money for their own gain. You're telling me that Andrew is living in a 30 million pound home, and nobody is raising hell over that and maintaining that place and what have you for the past 19 years. Charles has been maintaining that place for the past 19 years, spent millions of pounds in renovating that place for the past 19 years. And you guys are not focused on that. Here you have somebody that has abused. Andrew has allegedly abused a teenager, and you guys are not chastising him. He's not in the news 24/7. Instead, you guys are targeting a woman of color just because your Prince Harry chose a woman of color as opposed to your guys' so-called English roses that you guys wanted Harry to choose. So you guys have fixated on Meghan, who is absolutely not y'all's problems, the British press, and fixated on her and not on the right person that you guys should be fixating on, which is members of the royal family, starting with Charles, who has literally caused Diana to lose her life because Diana wanted to remain married and to raise her children with Charles. Instead, what he did, he pushed her aside and put Camilla in the forefront, who is now stepping in with her grandchildren from her previous relationship, creating, this big happy family with, during Charles's coronation. I am beside myself. I don't know what has gotten hold of these people, but they definitely, that's why I say this royal family, this monarchy has to be abolished, because they make absolutely no sense to me at all. They make no sense. How do you push out your child who is dead, who received death threats, and people want to do away with him and hurt him and his family on a daily basis? You heard it from the head of the Met Police that retired. You heard it. And yet you are displacing them when they come to England, because they have so many connections still in England. They have the Wells child connection. They have so many things. They have the Invictus games that, members of the Invictus games in England. They have, Scottish soldiers. They have so many connections. Smart Works, Meghan has that connection. So many connection in England. And yet you're telling me that you are willing to have Harry and Meghan and Archie and Lily shuffled somewhere that might be unsafe for them, while you are offering a home that Harry and Meghan created for their family, took out their own money to renovate after the British press lamented on them, and paid an upfront amount of money to make sure that this property will always be there for them when they come to England. And you are stripping that away from your own child and giving it to an alleged pedophile. Just listen to that, people. That literally is boiling my blood. And giving it to somebody like that, it just tells me the kind of heart that you have, and you have no business being the head of the Commonwealth nations. That should be stripped from you. And I'm happy that the Commonwealth nations are starting to look within themselves for their leaders, and not a monarchy or somebody that is just there based on birthright to lead them, because you are a terrible leader. I don't even want to say what I'm thinking. Just a terrible person, a terrible father, and you have no business. If you cannot man your household, if you cannot take care of your own children, then you cannot take care of what is out there. You certainly cannot take care of the members and the people of the Commonwealth nation. You certainly cannot take care of the people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth realms. You definitely cannot do that. You have thrown your child and his family to the wolves, literally. That's what you have essentially done, Charles. You are a poor excuse for a father. It's incredible when you read all of this, and then just Harry and Meghan thinking that they had this place, literally blindsiding them, or blindsiding them, or whatever the term is, and putting and offering it to Andrew. It's a disgrace, and it's disgusting. It is truly disgusting. And continuing to pay for Andrew's security and his upkeep at a £30 million estate, the Royal Lodge, is just mind-boggling to me. I just don't get it. And you would deny your own child and not advocate for your own child to get security. I don't get it. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Charles, make it make sense, because it doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, somebody. It makes absolutely no sense. I am worked up about this. I'm really upset. And if anything happened to Harry and Meghan in England, it would be nothing more than Charles's fault. I'm saying it. It's incredible. $7.5 million over the years paying for nothing Andrew. That good for nothing Andrew, who has contributed absolutely nothing to society other than yacht around and allegedly been slipping around with children. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And when Harry and Meghan went through so much when they renovated that place, they didn't have what people didn't say, and then eventually paying it off when they left England and paying extra so that that place is available to them. And then here Charles comes and offers it to Andrew. Why they didn't get some little place? Andrew doesn't need all of that. He's just one person. He's not married to Fergie. Fergie bought a place recently, somewhere in England for £6 million. Those two children are not with him. Why does Andrew need this big place? Andrew just needs a room and a bathroom somewhere, And they have castles everywhere in England. Why doesn't Andrew go live in one of those? A room in one of those. Why he needs all of that space and he's not even working. He just sits home all day. It's stupid. It's really stupid. I don't get it, I really don't. $3 million a year in security for a man who just sits home and do nothing. Nada. Nothing. And you cannot pay that for your own child. It just doesn't make sense. It absolutely makes no sense. You could tell what is in this man's heart. And I don't know who is advising Charles. But what I'm saying, he needs a new advisor. And he needs to look within his heart. Because you know something? I'll take that back. Forget about the advisor. Although it's not a good look for them. When people are looking abroad, like people like me that is looking at this, it is absolutely not a good look. But I'll take back the advisor because it comes from the person themselves. That person has to reflect when they go to bed on a nightly basis, when they're alone by themselves. And there goes my alarm telling me that I have to go. Let me turn that off. Sorry, I set these alarms to remind me. I was going to do, as I said, I was going to do the show on, the NAACP Archwell Award and, Meghan's appearance in the Instagram infomercial on, that latte, beautiful latte brand, latte brand for Hannah Mendoza, Clever. And but I'll do another show. So guys, I have to go because if I don't go, I'll be late. But I apologize for my ranting and carrying on. And I'm just upset. It's upsetting. It's truly upsetting that a father behaves like this towards his son. I couldn't do it to any of my children. I couldn't do this to any of my children. I could not. Let me tell you something about me and when it comes to my children. In everything, I'm always going to put my children first. I'll put them ahead of me because they didn't ask to come here. I would do whatever it takes for my children. The only thing I wouldn't do is get in the way with my belief and my love for God for my children and the law of the land for my children. But I would do anything possible that is within my power to protect my children. And it's sad that not everybody feels the same way. Guys, on that note, I will have another show for you guys later today after I've posted this, because I cannot not talk about Meghan. I want to save that separately because she looked stunning. The glow in her skin, her smile. That is what I love about her. And you guys can see I have you know, as a woman, you know, Meghan advocates for women a lot. And I believe in that women empowerment. And because I believe in that, that makes me, you know, love Meghan even more. And that's the reason why I gravitated towards her, because I believe in women empowerment and women, you know, sometimes even doing for your own self. Sometimes it's just like that. But anyways, bye and take care, and I will have another show just exclusively talking about my girl Meghan and how happy I was to see her, because she was like just glowing. And I know it hurt those people that has been waiting to see her. They didn't have anything to say, you know, but she was just beautiful. Bye now and take care, for real. Oh Lord, child. Oh gosh.